Okay, Frances O'Grady, you're General Secretary of the TUC. What's it feel like to be ranked the 11th most influential woman in the country by Women's Hour?
I've got a lot of siblings, and their first question was, why wasn't I in the top 10? Or, more positively, as one of them said, you're only 10 places behind the Queen. I think the important thing is that the power that I have is drawn from our 6 million members and the more than 50 unions they belong to in every walk of life. Clearly we're not as strong in membership terms as we were 30 years ago, but nevertheless we've still got thousands of agreements with employers up and down the country. We still stand up for working people to win fair pay, safe workplaces, decent working patterns and hours, and we make a big difference in terms of people's opportunities to learn new skills through Union Learn, the TUC's training arm. Nearly 250,000 people, working people, get access to learning each and every year.
But what sort of woman are you? Are you a powerful woman?
You'd have to ask my children about whether I'm a powerful woman. Sometimes it doesn't always feel like it, but I think, I'm very proud to be leading the TUC. When I went for election, everybody said it would be a very difficult time, and that's true, but it's very difficult for working people, not just in Britain, but around Europe. And I want to make a difference.
Now you're the daughter of a Cowley
Shop steward, yeah.
shop steward. I mean, that was a pretty much a basket case, wasn't it? British Leyland. I worked in Birmingham for some years. British Leyland, Rover, had all sorts of names. Did that sort of breed inside you a feeling you needed to represent people? Being the daughter of a shop steward at Cowley.
Well, it wasn't just my dad. There were plenty of women in the family who were active trade unionists too. But I think what I learned from his experiences was that here was a firm that was in big trouble. Everybody knew it. There hadn't been proper investment. There hadn't been investment in R&D to develop new lines. Quality standards on some products were patchy, to say the least. And it takes two to tango. Industrial relations were not good. But at the very same time as all this was happening, workers, through their unions from across the industry, drew up a workers' plan where they wanted to see real investment, get industrial relations onto a sensible footing. And fascinating, from my point of view, we're also arguing for the development of electric and hybrid vehicles. They'd seen the prototypes in Japan. The unions had worked with academics. They also believed that it was important to start cutting carbon emissions. And in many ways they were visionaries, and nobody listened. And that's why I think that lies behind one very big important priority for me, which is to see working people have a seat alongside employers to develop a serious industrial strategy to get this country back on its feet, and to ensure that ordinary people have some kind of democratic voice, not just in their terms and conditions, but in the direction that their industries take.
I mean, at that time I was chief news editor of the Birmingham Mail. I remember